Before the next segment, I just wanted to say you stayed, so I got an avocado and a banana. And I just want to say eat more of these because they fill you up with that high fructose corn syrup. They got monoglycerides and diglycerides, things that sound like a scientist put them in, you can't even really pronounce. And a lot of the food is, also being taken over non-organic. I grew up on a farm, and, I worked on a farm, and, people that are on that, they say, it's even the organic food is not even organic. Like, they're even lying about certain labels. So it's like, if you could find a good fruit, before we get political, just eat fruits, drink more water, take care of yourself, love yourself, eat ginger, these things that grow from the ground, Mother Nature, earth, that give you good vibes. You eat a pineapple, you feel like you just, you know what I'm saying? You get the buzz like you smoked a cigarette, but you didn't smoke a cigarette, you ate a pineapple. So these are the vibes that we're bringing amongst the censorship, against the hate. On that note, I was officially censored on Instagram. I mean, I'm not going to cry about it. Like I said, I want to just throw it out there before I say all this stuff. I am not the person to cry wolf. I've called out conservatives for lying about being censored. I've called out Republicans. I've told people, An0maly, are you being censored? I'm like, not really. Even now, like, how censored am I really being? I got 963 viewers. It's like, I'm bigger than, I'm not trying to, like, I'm not bragging about it, but like Trump, I see some of Donald Trump's posts, and like some days I reach even more people than the president on Facebook. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying I'm not really being censored. Like, who am I to cry censorship? And then I'm doing all this stuff. But Instagram, someone sent me a message. This is pretty weird because Instagram, I have like 23,000 followers. Dream Rare on Instagram. Follow me, DREAMRARE. Someone sent me a message. They tried to follow me and it blocked them from following me. And the message read, "This action was blocked. Please try again later. We restrict certain content and actions to protect our community. Tell us if you think we made a mistake." So this is similar to the diamond and silk treatment. I'm not going to be all over Fox News. They're probably not going to put me on the news. It's okay, but they should because, I'm going to revolutionize the whole industry. So you should really just give me a minute or two. I'll change the whole game in a minute. That's all I need. But in general, they did this to Diamond and Silk. Trump supporters, black women, sisters, amazing, incredible. They're a danger to the community. I'm to protect our community. So Diamond and Silk are very intelligent. They're very funny. You're not protecting the community by censoring two black women. You're being what some would call racist. You're being definitely hateful, definitely intolerant. I don't know if I'd call it racism, but it's just full-on ignorance. Like silencing somebody because you don't agree with their politics. Diamond and Silk are hilarious. I mean, I know people that are progressive left-leaning. They love Diamond and Silk because they're funny and they keep it real a lot. So they're doing the same thing to me. They're saying, we're blocking you from following An0maly. And if you go to my Instagram, I mean, you got to understand there's rappers like having sex on their Instagram videos. I'm not hating. Like, I mean, at that point, I think that's probably not how you should use Instagram. But it's like, I'm not the craziest thing on Instagram. You got girls literally posting their booty every single day. It's like I'm like hitting the face with booty. It's like I wake up and there's booty everywhere because you log in Instagram, it's all booty. That's fine. I'm not hating on the booty. Free the nipple, free the booty. Like, who am I? I'm not God. I don't own Instagram. I'm not Mark Zuckerberg. Do you, girl. And if you don't want to, if you want to cover up, post pictures of food and your cat, or like, the sunshine and be a photographer, do that. Everyone's got their lane. I don't hate on anyone, but I'm not the craziest thing on Instagram. They got cursing, swearing, all sorts of stuff. I'm probably one of the chillest people on Instagram. I post like motivational quotes that make you think. I like post spiritual quotes, but not like corny ones. I try to do ones that are like relatable. So why would you say that you're blocking someone from following me to protect our community? What's your community? The community of white liberals who thinks that they own black and Latino, and me, I'm mixed. I'm Puerto Rican, Italian, Polish, but Russian because I don't agree with you. That's what you try to say, even though I've never been to Russia and I have nothing to do with anything Russian. Every single thing that I have to do is American. I work with Americans. And I'm not saying I shouldn't. I mean, you should be able to. People work with Swedes, and it's almost like xenophobic racism. Like, you can't work with Russians. It's like the, what are we going to put people in internment camps again? I mean, that's what Democrats did to Japanese people. But anyway, and Republicans did stuff too. I'm just keeping it real. How is blocking people from following me protecting the community? This is them. And I told people, I got a message. I got kicked out of my YouTube partnership. You know how chill I am. You know how nice I am. You know how fair I am. You know how balanced I try to be. I'm not even close to the worst person on either side. They're like frothing at the mouth, cursing, calling people white supremacists and cursing, using like the N-word, and they pat themselves on the back. Oh no, it's just Bill Maher. It's totally cool. is it really that cool though? Bill Maher saying the N-word with a hard ER? Like, is that cool? Because like that's not that cool to me. I thought that was pretty lame, pretty whack. And then Papa John says it, and then Papa John gets fired. I'm not saying, but like it's like there's no equality. It's like Papa John says the N-word out of context. They get all upset repeating someone else, and that's fine. But then Bill Maher says it, but it's cool because he's like, I don't understand. I'm like, okay, so you can say the N-word, but I can show love to black people, but you don't want to hear the black people that I'm trying to let you hear. Like, you don't want to hear, they don't even want to hear Louis Farrakhan. He doesn't even like Trump. They don't want to hear him. They don't want to hear the Hoteps. They don't want to hear Candace Owens. They don't want to hear Ben Carson. They don't want to hear, I mean, pretty much anybody black that doesn't agree with them, literally. It's like if you're a libertarian or a conservative or a normal liberal, or like Van Jones. Like Van Jones is like, hey guys, I'm a super liberal, but like maybe you're wrong. And they're like, Van, be quiet, Van. Nah, like there's no way we could be wrong. And like Van Jones is like, yeah, you guys are acting kind of crazy. You know, he's got the little lisp thing like that. But overall, I can go on forever. I'm upset because you got to understand, I'm going to get a heart-to-heart. So if any like programmers, and let me just say, they work with artificial intelligence. So this is getting creepy on multiple levels. It's not just like human beings doing this stuff, which it is. They blame it on, oh, it was our AI program. Sorry, guys, it's not us. We built an artificial intelligence program. So now robots are determining via political perspective. Oh, that's not creepy. Oh, that makes me feel better. Oh no, it's not the humans that work there. It's the robots that work for your company that are censoring me. Oh, that makes me sleep really good at night. That the robots are stealing my money. Oh, it's not. No. It's not the liberals. It's the robots that we built. The artificial intelligence algorithms that are doing this. We don't even know. We didn't even know they're shadow banning all Republicans. Who knew? Oh no, you can't even find Republicans on Twitter, but has nothing to do with politics. It's just the robots. So it's like that's their excuse sometimes, which is very creepy. Someone said, what is An0maly's Instagram? It's Dream Rare. DreamRare. All one word. Dream Rare. They know the reason they're blocking people is I had a viral video go pretty viral on Instagram, like 300, 400,000 views, which is high for me on Instagram. I don't get that many on Instagram. Here, I get millions every week, but YouTube, I don't get as many, Instagram. But it went viral, and I was saying, what about the homeless people? What about the kids in foster care? What about the hundreds of thousands of immigrants that nobody cares about? You say you love immigrants, and then I'm like, here, listen to this immigrant, and then you slap them and say, no, not that immigrant. We don't want to talk to that black person. We're going to call them white supremacists, even though we're white. You can't be white and call a black person a white supremacist. It's like a Chappelle Show episode, like the white black supremacist. It's like upside down world. It's the Twilight Zone. There's 10,000 genders. Pick one. You're not a boy and a girl anymore. And I'm not saying you can't be trans and transition. Do you? It's not a big deal. I don't really care. Do what you feels right. I don't know who you are. If you are the transition, make the transition if that's you. But what they're saying is there's 200 genders. Everyone's going to transition. We're going to transition 12-year-olds. We're going to inject 12-year-olds with all these, hormones. And, we're going to tell our kids to wear makeup. It's like, okay, like maybe that's a little too far. I'm not hating on transgenderism, but it's like at a certain point, you can't mask insanity under transgenderism, just like you can't mask insanity under black activism, which they try to do, just like you can't masquerade insanity under liberalism. And that's what they're doing here by censoring my Instagram, censoring pretty much every conservative, and saying me and Diamond and Silk are a danger to our community. I mean, this is the same thing that they did to Diamond and Silk. I'm sure no news is going to care, but that's fine because I don't need the news. I do bigger things than the news. And I'm not hating on that. I'm not like, don't help me or don't say anything. But to be honest, it's okay. As long as they don't kick my channel off, that's all I'm asking. That's why I'm so passionate about it. And also, I don't have any money. I started all on my own. I came to a city with like $700 to my name, no apartment, no car, no anything. I made it from nothing, okay? My parents are very, working class, good people. They work and they respect the community and they don't bother anybody and they've worked hard their whole lives and they're still working hard. I'm not the white supremacist that like sailed over on sailboats and killed all the Native Americans. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not the one. You can't blame me for that. I have 0% guilt because my family's from Puerto Rico, Italy, Poland, and they worked in factories. So I'm not the one you're going for. But the way I'm treated by this society, it's why Trump's winning. It's why Candace Owens is winning. It's why people like Alex Jones are winning, even though they'd have to delete his network. It's because they're doing everything to silence me. They're doing everything to steal my money. I'm trying to live the American dream, do what I love, be a better person than someone else, make a living while doing it, and change other people's lives. I've already changed multiple people's lives, and that's great. I don't do it for attention or this. I do it because I like them, I like their message, and I know they're rock stars. They deserve a platform because they're better than everyone else. That's why I do it. But it's not like I'm just doing it and they're kind of working against me. It's like they're working against me in every single way. They're stopping people from following me on Instagram. They're taking my money on YouTube. They're deleting my contracts that I've had signed for 6 years with YouTube partnership programs, saying we don't like An0maly's views, so we're going to masquerade it under liberalism and hate speech, even though there's nothing hateful they could even point to. Just like here, they can't point to a single post because it doesn't exist. You look at my Instagram page and it looks like you're reading Gandhi or like a 10-cent spiritual page that just posts a bunch of, like, I post like literally like have a good day, like, love your neighbor and let's have a conversation. Like, you'd think it's like a chick who goes to Starbucks and does yoga 5 times a week. But you look at my page, you're like, oh, that's An0maly. That's not like a hyper vegan girl. I'm not hating. Obviously, I'm hating on myself if I'm doing that. But my page, it's not very crazy. It's not even Republican. It's not even Trump. It looks like a vegan, like, spiritual page of someone who does yoga. So saying I'm a danger to the community, deep breathing and stretching and showing love and good food and good energy and good vibes and telling everyone to love each other and motivation and talking about helping homeless kids and talking about helping kids in foster care, I'm dangerous to the community. That just says who you are. And this is why Trump calls you the enemy of the people. What do you call somebody that's stealing money from me, stopping people following me on Instagram, shadow banning a whole side of the political party, supporting and orchestrating these events that are totally lopsided, and then you tell the truth and people throw coffee on you or yell at you? I mean, doing all of this really horrible stuff. I can't get I have people that sponsor that have cool apps and stuff, but if I played video games or did anything, I'd have tens of millions of dollars. Like, I'll still get there, but it's like every which way I turn. And I'm not saying I want to be rich or anything. It's not about that. I want to stack up money to help my family and move to a log cabin or an island so I don't have to deal with this nonsense. I don't need the attention. But I'm just saying, I have to work 50 times as hard. And every time I get to a certain plateau, they chop at my legs. It's like I'm fighting a whole army and I'm winning. It's like, that's why I like Trump. I see that in him. That's why I like Candace Owens. I see that in her. That's why I like Alex Jones. I see that in him. I don't agree with everything that they all say. But when someone's a revolutionary, they steal your money, and historically, they murder you. I mean, let's just be honest. Malcolm X, murdered. And I'm not saying I don't know who murdered them, but Malcolm X, murdered. Martin Luther King, murdered. Socrates told him, we're either going to murder you or you have to move away. I mean, read what Socrates was saying. It was like basic philosophy. Fred Hampton, murdered. Every single person. John F. Kennedy, murdered. So there's something going on that people really don't want people to just be a little revolutionary. So Trump, Candace Owens, Alex Jones, I support the revolutionaries. Yeah, they're a little off-putting. They might be a little mean. They might be a little rough. But there's something going on that people are just basically intolerant to people trying to do a good part. And then MLK gets murdered, and then it's in the history books that he's such a great person. Oh, we loved MLK so much. Really? Then why did he get murdered? If everyone loved him so much, you love everybody after they're gone. You embrace their energy and steal their energy after they're gone, and that's fine. But Alex Jones is going to be Alex Jones, okay? Donald Trump's going to be Donald Trump. Candace Owens is going to be Candace Owens, and you're enacting these same policies. They're so intolerant. Not only, they're not killing people right now at least, but, they're getting to the point where they're like, let's destroy your revenue. Let's destroy your character. Let's destroy your image. Let's destroy your videos. Let's steal all of your content. Let's make you look like an alt-right neo-Nazi fascist when that's the furthest thing from the truth. Let's call you white supremacist even though you're black. Let's kick Ron Paul off of Twitter even though Ron Paul's a chill old guy who just keeps it pretty real and is probably more liberal-leaning but goes on the Republican side because they let him be. Let's just take their money. Let's ruin their character. Let's ruin their image. Let's attack them in public. Let's not let them speak. Let's run megaphones in their face. Let's chop up their contracts. Let's ban them on Instagram. Let's censor them on Twitter. It's like every which way you turn, this is the type of stuff that they're doing. So I don't want to do a big plug. I do it because it's necessary, but I have a donor box and a Patreon. It's under the title. I'll post it again and pin it to the top. I appreciate the support. People like Jordan Peterson are making like $60,000 on Patreon, which is amazing. Jordan Peterson's a good voice for society. But, he's doing his thing, $60,000 a month. I'm at like $300, $400 a month. I have other venues too. I'm doing very well. Thank you for your donor box and stuff. But I'm still cutting it really close. And as I'm cutting it close, people are supporting more on Patreon. I like that because it's monthly. If I could get it to a certain amount, I'd be good. But every which way I turn, they're trying to steal my money. They're kicking my videos down. who knows when they're gonna just, like, they block you on Instagram. Oh, well, An0maly, yeah, he has 500,000 followers and, you know, he's got hundreds of millions of views, but we think that's dangerous because he's showing Jesse Lee Peterson, a black guy who doesn't agree with us, and he's showing Candace Owens, a black woman who doesn't agree with us, and he's showing Latinos and white people who are intelligent and honest and kind and nice and spiritual, and that's a danger to our community because we don't want to show all these nice people. So I don't know at what point they're going to do what and which. All I know is I'm very grateful for people who support on DonorBox and Patreon. It's very, very necessary. And like with Alex Jones, he's got a multi-million-dollar business that they just chopped at the coattails. You know, he's got billions of views on YouTube. That's gone in a day. And now they're shadow banning, like, oh, we can't. I mean, I have 500,000 followers. If Facebook was a real organization, I'd be able to have thousands of people every single day. But, and it's fine. I don't hate on Facebook because, to be honest, much love Mark Zuckerberg, much love Instagram, even though you're improperly censoring me. You've been very kind to me. I'm not going to be bad. I get the algorithm. I get that every video doesn't blow up. I understand it very completely, and that's why I crush it on Facebook. I have one of the biggest impacts out. So, you know, I'm not mad at the algorithm. But in order, if I wanted to reach all 500,000 people, I would have to pay literally like $50,000, $10,000 to like $100,000 just to reach everyone on my page. But that's how the algorithm is. I'm not hating on it. I still reach millions of people. I'm not, like I said, sometimes I reach more people than I even have, so I'm not hating on it. But it's like, it's not even easy. They're every which way. They're working against anybody keeping it real. So Ron Paul's getting censored. Candace Owens is getting stuff thrown on. I don't like to overreach because I am so chill. But it's like, at what point do you stop doing this? I mean, what are they going to do next? You think Alex Jones, he's the first one. He's the tip of the spear, like he says. We're going to do that, and then we're slowly going to censor, and then we're going to delete the Swedish Democrats video, then we're going to do this, then we're boom, boom, boom. They could do it all in a day, and they're doing it already. They already rigged the election. I'm sorry. They just do. They have a narrative they want everybody to follow, and anyone outside of that narrative on the far left or the far right, they're going to attack. And they're not like center, like balanced. They're like super extremists guised in liberalism. And that's why I can't vote for any of these candidates, because why would you? They're anti-everything on a spiritual level, on a philosophy level, on a psychology level, on a how to treat people level, on a freedom level. Everything that I believe in, on a level that's even deeper than politics, they're not only against, but using extremist tactics to make sure that people speaking these basic common sense are removed from the planet, from the platform, from the restaurant. It's like 1940s where they think they control black people and Latino people again. They are the racist ones. Of course there's some racist Republicans. Yeah, sure. I'm not, that doesn't represent me, but there's a lot of racist liberals, maybe even more so systemically, but they're so into themselves that they think they can't be racist. Ooh, we're going to call a black person, we're going to scream in a black person's face, and I'm white, but that's not racist. But Trump calls someone dumb and he's racist, even though he's calling them that because of the content of their character. And it's like, but when you do it, it's okay. So it's like the double standards, the hypocrisy. If you're going to say what I'm doing is hate speech, shut everyone else down. But look at my Instagram, Dream Rare, DreamRare. You're going to laugh. It's literally, it looks like a spiritual page. I post quotes all the time. I delete them. But like, I'm putting out good vibes. It's good energy. You could be evil, demonic. You could do like the most sick, disgusting stuff on Instagram. They'll give you a contract. If you're a musician that has sick, demonic music, hey, do you want to raise? Do you want $1 million? We'll steal it from An0maly on YouTube. You know, we'll demonetize all his videos, and then we'll do a fake news platform and say that we're giving tens of millions of dollars to Fox News and CNN. That'll really impress people. It's not impressing anyone. It's not impressing me. Hopefully some people care about it, but like I said, I don't need the attention. I'm not the boy who cries wolf. I call out other people. I don't need anything. But it's like, this is what they did to Diamond and Silk. They did these little shadow censors and stuff, and it's not okay. If you censor me, who else? At what point do they stop? This is why freedom of speech is important. This is why this hate speech law is getting wacky, because I don't even say anything hateful. This is crazy. I mean, it's really, really obnoxious, but like I said, I mean, you know, I'm just going to wrap it up on this note. These algorithms are run by artificial intelligence. There's machinery and artificial intelligent, you know, programming that's making a lot of these executive decisions at these companies, because they program these artificial intelligence algorithms to be smarter than people. That's why they put them there. Combine it with extremist liberalism, the intolerance that they don't even want people to exist on their platforms, because in their eyes, everybody that's not Michael Moore is a right-wing fascist. That's like their vision. It's like fascist, fascist, fascist. Everyone who doesn't agree with me is a racist. They're using that as a mask of like artificial intelligence, hate speech, and using it for a mass censorship. And this could branch out further than you even know. We were talking about stuff today, and immediately on somebody's phone that was next to me, there's Alex Jones in the news, and there's all these things that never pop up. They're using these microphones. Some companies have been caught, some deny it, but I don't know it for a fact. Of course my video freezes, it's all good. I know the drill. But like I said, I don't want to get sued, so I'm not going to, make this grandiose statement, but you can kind of tell. I'm trying to figure out a way that will, evade somebody that gets upset. When you say things, they come up in the ads within 20, 30 minutes. So clearly, some microphone is picking up your voice and using it to advertise at you. So combine extremist liberalism, extremism intolerance with artificial intelligence algorithms mixed in with mass censorship and hate speech using rules of opinions, of perspectives, and labels that they created themselves, mislabeled onto you, then combining it with artificial intelligence to censor you. This is beyond politics. This is beyond Republican. This is beyond Trump. This is a conversation that we would have had anyway, but they mask everything in liberalism and Trump so nobody can tell up from down, being very successful. But, I don't like being censored. They're already recording everything. They're already, everyone knows this already, so it's not like a big whistleblower. It's like everybody, they've even, like Samsung got caught recording audio on their smart TVs, and that just came out in the news. I'm not a leaker. I'm literally just reading like CNBC. They say it all the time. So it's like, at what point do we have a relook at this and be like, everyone who doesn't disagree with me is a racist, sexist, xenophobic, neo-Nazi, and do we say, maybe we should start monitoring what we do with AI. Maybe we should start monitoring what we do with programming and censorship, because when you delete entire channels, when you start attacking people in public, and when you start shadow banning probably one of the most calm, chill, reasonable people in the political realm. I came into politics to inject spiritualism and inject love and wisdom and knowledge. That's why I even talk about it, to overarch my message of something that's more important than any politician. And I'm one of the only ones, if not the only one, that does it. So to say that that banning someone from following me is protecting the community is not only a direct insult on me, my brand, who I am personally, and everything that I stand for, America-wise and world-wise, but it's also, part of a bigger story that I talked about. AI, artificial intelligence, false censorship, double standards, bias, deleting TV shows, deleting channels, shadow banning people on the edge of an election. So something to think about with all these websites. We're going to have to eventually make a decision of like, at what point does it become too much? Because I like Alex Jones. YouTube's been good to me, but it's like deleting his channel. That's a big move. That makes me re-question even using the whole platform. And we got to have these conversations. And even liberals that hate Trump have to understand at a certain point, if you're working with artificial intelligence, at a certain point, the robots might not like you and the programs might not like you. So this is maybe 10, 20 years down the line, but these are conversations you got to think, because there's the old story of, I didn't say anything when they came for them. I didn't say anything when they came for them. I didn't say anything when they came for them. So I'm saying something now. For Alex Jones, for Candace Owens, for Louis Farrakhan, for Julian Assange, for Donald Trump, for Trump supporters, for Trump haters, for Muslims, for Christians, for atheists, for Jews. I'm not going to, go against you, even if I disagree with your message or your religion or your politics, because I know the big picture, I know the big story, and they're doing it already. They're censoring people from every religion, every race, every gender, and it's part of a further information control to plug down their way to you. It doesn't matter how liberal you are, it doesn't matter how, how much you love people that you think are standing up for you. It's bigger than even human beings at this point. And that's what we're here to talk about. So much love. Thank you guys so much for joining. I'm going to try to pin something to the top. If you'd like to support Donor Box and Patreon, you don't have to. But like I said, I really do appreciate it, especially when every which way they're trying to, censor me. And then you have people like Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk who go out there and they make a lot of money and they do these events and get people excited. So what do? They have to attack them personally because they've beaten the Matrix a little bit. So they got to start throwing things on them because they're like, you don't agree with me and you have a successful business. We have to destroy it. And this is not acceptable. And I just want to let people know, when you support me, you're also supporting a lot of other people. And I don't say that lightly. A lot of people, some of the biggest people that you see, some of the biggest voices in the conservative movement started with An0maly and World Cloud. So, you know, and definitely, I won't say started, but got a huge boost. So just this week, I'm uploading new. Lucretia Hughes, amazing, you know, Obama supporter who voted for Trump. I saw her video on YouTube. It had 100 views, but it was an amazing testimonial. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is powerful. It's almost got 1 million views. I do this stuff every week. You know, so you're helping me create rock stars and find good vibes. Someone sent me an email. An0maly, check out this video. I checked it out. It's good. It's going up. You know, that's how I operate. I give good people, good energy, a message. So if you support the Patreon and donor box, just know you're not only supporting me, who makes like 20 videos a week. I edit all these things. I run multiple pages. I operate 100%. I got lights. I got cameras. I'm editing. I'm doing like more content that most people put out by myself. And most people have teams of like 20 people and they don't even put as much videos out as me. And then I'm also creating careers and creating platforms for other people. So if you support Patreon or donor box, just know you're not only supporting me, you're not only supporting the message, the movement, but you're supporting the big picture bigger than you even know. So I appreciate people so much who've allowed me to do that. It's gotten close at times, but overall, you know, as long as they don't censor me, I should be fine. But if they start deleting my videos, you know, Houston, we're gonna have a serious problem. And I do want to say it's totally backfiring. It's not working. You know, I'll be voting for Republican candidates this year who aren't going to try to delete me off of social media because I'm not convinced that any Democrats or any progressives don't want to do that. I trust progressives a little more socially. Like, I don't think progressive socialists will do that, but I don't like their ideology. But the Democratic Party, I've seen nothing but loving the fact that they're censoring people. So I can't do it. So, you know, they're leading people away by the droves. It's not working. Thank you guys for supporting. I'll be back, you know, later today or tomorrow. That's the story. Candace Owens, Instagram, Ron Paul, Alex Jones. This is probably going to be on the radar for a while. And the further they push, you know, the further people have to stick together because, I mean, it could happen fast. It's already, this last month, they're already doing a lot. And that's the word. So thank you guys again. Have a good week.